Critical Role has launched a brand new music album?
Jazz, I don't with.
Critical Role's media empire continues to expand as their Scanlan Shorthold music label has launched its second full-length soundtrack album. Welcome to Wildemount has over an hour of original music created by Omar Fadl, Cole McGinnis, and the team at Hexany Audio, and it's inspired by the sights and sounds of Wildemount. You probably know that Wildemount is the continent that was home to most of the Mighty Nine's campaign. Conveniently enough, Welcome to Wildemount comes out on the same week that the Mighty Nine is returning to screens for the first time in over a year, as Critical Role is airing a special two-part adventure featuring the heroes battling Uk'otoa starting later this week.
Coincidences happen every day.
You may also recall that Critical Role released their first album, Welcome to Taldore, earlier this year. Given the rather obvious pattern that's emerging, I'm sure a Welcome to Marquette album will drop sooner as opposed to later. You can listen to Welcome to Wildemount on all major digital music platforms. Before we dive into the next segment, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help feed the eldritch entity that is YouTube's algorithm. That helps the channel out, and it's the easiest way to make sure that you never miss a fantasy or tabletop update. Dragon Plus is no more. Okay, that's not exactly news, given that Wizards of the Coast scrapped the digital magazine earlier this year after running nearly 50 issues, highlighting various Dungeons & Dragons books and product. However, Wizards of the Coast announced earlier this week that it had ended support of the Dragon Plus app, and that DragonMag.com, the website that hosted Dragon Magazine, would no longer be available to view. Effectively, this means that Dragon Plus Magazine has been wiped away off the internet. There is no way to access the hundreds of interviews, previews, and free adventures published by Dragon Plus over the years.
I can handle it. This doesn't bring up any weird issues for me.
So why has Dragon Plus been scrubbed from the internet? Well, it could be because Dragon Plus wasn't technically published by Wizards of the Coast. The magazine was actually made by Dialect Inc., a creative and media agency, and issues were published in collaboration with Wizards of the Coast. Perhaps there was a rights issue to the various content that appeared in Dragon Plus that somehow prevented Wizards of the Coast from archiving past magazine issues. Or perhaps Wizards of the Coast didn't see any value in moving content over to D&D Beyond. Weirdly enough, D&D Beyond has become the main way that Wizards of the Coast communicates with Dungeons & Dragons fans. Their announcement that Dragon Plus was gone for good actually appeared on D&D Beyond.
Case closed.
Now, for those who enjoy Dragon Plus's editorial work, D&D Beyond does occasionally publish articles beyond character creation guides or previews of upcoming D&D books. However, much of the periphery that Dragon Plus magazine focused on, the D&D goods, the D&D toys, and the look-backs at D&D's rich history, that's all gone for good. Now, if only there was some other place that D&D fans could get their D&D news, some sort of website or perhaps a YouTube channel.
I understood that reference.
So, are you vibing with Critical Role's new album? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.